This particular assignment that we're doing, we're going to make a greeting card out of one of your pictures, and you're going to use InDesign to do that. InDesign is this right here. It is a page layout program. The whole point is to make things to be printed out. Okay, so this would be you making a sort of greeting card, and I actually printed one out already of mine. It's not cut out yet, but this would be one of my pictures. It folds that way to make a card. So you'll see how we set this up. All right, so I'm going to open InDesign, and I was working on something else, so that's going to be in there. Sorry, Leah. She won't care. All right, so this is the open home screen. You're going to make a new file, and we're going to make it a 5.5 by 8.5 right here. I happen to have a custom, but when you do it, you will put width 8.5. That's the whole sheet of paper this way. And then 5.5 because it'll be a half sheet, right? Like that. So you're going to do a 5.5 by 8.5. It's going to have 2 columns, right? Because you're actually splitting this in 2, and you want to fold it down the center. And then we're going to have the margins be 1/4 inch, 0.25, and what's called the gutter, which is between the things, is going to be a 1/2 inch. That's that same 1/4 inch on either side of that line. So your gutter column gutter will be a 1/2 inch. All the rest of these you can leave 0 and then click create. So now what you see is a unfolded greeting card, okay? And so what you're going to do is put your picture over here on this side, all right? And what you need to do is make a frame. This right here is the frame, rectangular frame tool. You click on it, and you'll see the little crosshair, and you go up to the top left corner and drag to the bottom right corner of the margins. Then you get this. This is just an empty box, okay, at this point. While these are called handles, and while they're alerted or while they're highlighted, like if you click off of it, oops, let's not do that. If you click off of it, it just doesn't have those. Click on it. At this point, I can now fill that frame. In order to fill the frame, you can do edit, file, place, or the shortcut is Command D. If you're doing a whole lot of placing, it's really good to use that. But you use place, and it will therefore go to your desktop, hopefully where you have some pictures waiting. I hope. Okay, so now I'm going to go to my folder. Actually, it's in yellow folder. There we go. Mine is the elements folder, which is, I'm just going to pick one because I'm hoping you're going to use one of your elements of art pictures. And then you can pick one that you like, and let's see. I'm going to choose, I like my bridge here. Okay, and then you can place it in the picture. Now, you can't probably tell, but not all of the picture is in there. You'll be able to tell with yours. To make sure you get all of the picture, you right-click on it, and you'll see in here fitting. You want to fit content proportionally. Boom. And that will make it a little bit thinner. It will still be centered in the middle of that side of the card. It will still give you either full top or the full sides, one of the two. All right. And that's okay. And the last step is you export it. Okay. I want you to export it as a PDF. That's just another file name like JPEG that anybody can open. To do that, you do File, and you're going to export here. And right here, it'll say Adobe PDF. And again, you want to be sure it's named. I'm going to say use your initials, and then you can do card or greeting card or whatever you want. All right, and then you hit save, and it will go to the, be sure you're going to the desktop. A lot of people miss that, okay? And then you hit save. In here, you're fine. You only have one page, so that should be fine, and you just hit export. And then you can, and if you hit save, you close that, it's going to ask you if you want to save this. What this is it'll just be a Adobe file that you could change, like and change the picture and make new greeting cards. You just have the file there to change if you want to. Again, you have to give it a name. CG, I thought I'd done this already. And then we're going to call this card like so. And then it's on to the desktop, and then you save. So you end up having 2 files. One is going to look like this because it has, it's in InDesign. And then my other one went somewhere. And I never can find it because I got too much stuff on my thing. Here it is. All right, so that's what it looks like. And you see it's got these are called crop marks. This tells you where you're gonna you're gonna trim it to be the right size. You can use those too. All right. Does everybody understand that? Does anybody have any questions? All right, I'm done recording, so I'm gonna hit this button right here.